What's up, guys? Now I haven't made a video in a while because I was occupied. I was pretty occupied and busy with different, especially socially. I was also occupied with uni, but the classes I'm giving, I kind of put on pause. And so especially I went to America and I met some people and some people that are pretty relevant to my, I don't know, like story of my life, whatever you want to call it. But at the end of the day, what do I mean by irrelevant? Like, okay, I have a good example. Like, there was a guy a few years ago who wanted to like get to know me, interact with me and stuff. But I felt that he already told me he wanted to drop out of the uni I'm attending, and he wanted to move anyways. And so I thought like, okay, I feel bad for this guy. But it's as if he's now having his last moments of maybe even negativity before he's going to open up to a whole new world, a new chapter. And so I would be the one of the characters of his like closing chapters. Now I reached back out to him yesterday and he had moved, and he didn't even like respond now anymore. So it goes to show that this guy, like a few years ago, like I felt bad because I didn't want to make him a priority because I felt like he was gonna leave, and I didn't want to hold him back and stuff like this. And this kind of reminds me of when I was young and we moved from one city to the other in France. My parents would tell me not to tell the other kids that we would move, because then apparently they wouldn't take me as seriously anymore or something like this. Anyway, I have a lot of stuff like coming up, a lot of exams. It's like I'm barely like seeing through it, but eventually I'm gonna like finish these studies. I'm not like a quitter. I am like a go-getter, and this year I should be finished with this like degree and be able to move on to the next, which like I don't want to rush things either, but like it's time. The time is now. The time is now. And so I'm making this video like between, in German we have a saying, it's like between door and like Angel. Angel is the thing you fish with. I don't know how you call that in English. Like the line, the line of the fish, like between door and line of the, like doing this like video, which I don't know if it's interesting to anyone, but I went to the US and I don't know where to start. I don't know where to begin. Like what's the most relevant? Like where, like, so if I'm going to tell about like the time, or like I went twice actually, like in my life I went 3 times, but I don't know, I wouldn't know where to start. Like would I start by the custom services? Would I start with the guy in the airplane? Would I start with the like some girls I've met? Would I start with some dudes I've met? Would I start with like a certain place? Would I start with something I ate? I don't know. So I don't want to, so maybe that's, I don't know, but I don't know what could be relevant, but definitely so my city is a partner city. It's like sister city with this city in the US. So I didn't know this, but I on the 4th of July, I learned that the city happens to be like a sister city with my city in Germany. And so after my exams, and like if I reach back out to these people, which I want because they were very nice and they are very nice, and so I think that I built some that was my goal, like some reference points, some personal reference points that will help me to navigate in the future abroad. Like outside of Germany. I already have reference points like in France, which I also kind of consider my home, but I don't have like solid reference points in the US, for example. But now I do, and so I started creating some for me or even for other people, because there's this like partnership between my city and this American city, and I had such a blast. I had such a blast. But I was also focused on myself. It wasn't just like like lunatic, like I needed to make sure I kept myself collected, because then if something unexpected or like exciting happened, like I could just like let go in that and then I could have a fun, because so that's also an important side note is like to have fun, not always, but it's better to make sure that you have your things kind of like your shit together. That's like kind of important. That's kind of important. Now I'm seeing how with the light reflection I have this like double chin. Yeah, so that was almost it for my video. I just want to get back into making videos, and I would like to make better videos. That's the thing. Like I want to have, because this channel is called Flo Can Tell Stories. Now, I told you about my trip to the US, but I didn't even mention anything in particular. It's very weird. I don't even know if you can tell this storytelling, but I would like to get into it more, because it also helped me a lot. So now I'm all over the place again, but like this YouTube channel, believe it or not, but some of the people who comment on it, and just like the action of doing videos helped me, and the action of like recording, talking, posting, interacting with the people who see it, maybe reflecting back on it, even though like once it's posted I don't really like look at it anymore. Like I maybe did this for one of my first videos I did, but then like I would like to get a bit more professional at it. But then it's also difficult, like what's relevant, what's or not, because like I could, when I was like on my trip and stuff, I could have recorded and filmed also, and I do in my camera roll. I have awesome like recordings and pictures of like the things I did. But now this video is kind of boring. It's just my student's room and me talking about kind of like everything and nothing at the same time. So yeah, thank you if you have watched this video, and if you are on my channel, and if you happen to be one of the people that recognize themselves having posted a lot. You helped me a lot, because you lifted me up, and you gave me confidence by making me feel like I am lovable, like I'm like, even though I feel like this YouTube channel and what I'm posting is like low quality, and maybe it's kind of true if you look at it from a certain like creator like perspective, but if you look at it from my perspective, it's awesome. So thank you guys, and have a good day. Bye bye.